could be one of those people that was tapped on the shoulder at one point because there was a project that was blowing up or it wasn't quite working. And they said, hey, can you take this home? Can you take this project and put it over the goal line? And we've all had those things happen to us, right? So you're just like me, you're just like us. Those are all signs telling you that you are a leader. Now, I want you to actually say this out loud. I want you to stop. I want you to look in your Zoom, look at me and say, I am a leader. Say it with some conviction, with some passion, and marinate on that for a moment. Because you are a leader. So the question is, where do I start? How do I get involved? And how do I bring out this talent that's within me, that's boiling over? Because we realize that many people don't have a clue what is available to them within Keller Williams, or even where to start. And this program right here is designed to answer that very question and guide you to the actions to take and the things you must do to get the most out of your leadership abilities. So here's the overall, intention of this course. Number one, we're going to prepare and set KW agents on the path to KW leadership in all positions. And because we know that leaders are learners, we are also going to promote certain KW courses, such as Train the Presenter, Train the Trainer Advanced, MAPS coaching, whether it's bold, mastery, group coaching. And then we're going to be the primary resource to find and fill leadership positions within KW. And not only have you find them and fill them, we want to put you on the path so that you're able to excel at them. Because why would you take a position and not be able to absolutely crush it? So together, the three of us, what we're going to do today is we're going to help you identify your talent. And then you're going to develop that talent. And that's going to allow you to help earn those leadership positions. Because now you're the solution to fill that gap of current and future leadership positions within Keller Williams. And I got to say, this is truly living out the E in the Y4C2Ts. And we all know the E stands for what? Equity, opportunities for all. That's exactly right. So for example, we know that one of the big gaps in Keller Williams is there are hundreds of open team leader positions currently throughout the country. This right now is your massive opportunity, since in Keller Williams, the team leader position has been that role that has proven to be the launching pad for many other leadership opportunities within KW. Now, it doesn't matter what you desire to be. If you desire to be a team leader, an ALC member, productivity coach, market center tech trainer, regional director, or any of the other numerous titles we're going to discuss in a bit, this course right here is going to put you on the pathway to achieve your goal and take advantage of your unique talents and gifts. So in the next 30 to 35 to 40 minutes, our goals today are threefold, and that's it, just three things. Number one, we're going to give you a quick overview of the program. Number two, we're going to show you the importance of your big why. And number three, we're going to demonstrate a powerful business conversation. So, hey, we're 5 minutes in. It's time to keep that energy up. Make sure you're focused and engaged to participate at a high level. So be prepared to take yourself off mute or write in the chat box, because we are in for it right now. Right, Vasha? You ready to take them?
That's right, Dennis. My name is Vasha Chevalier, and today we are going to give you a taste of how the LEAD program works. And we're going to show you some exercises from each session. Now, our LEAD program is broken up into 4 sessions, just 4. And each session is built upon the other so that you can grow and develop into the successful leader that we know you are. So guess what? During our first 2 rollouts in 2021, we had well over 300 agents and leaders join us, and many of them have already earned and started their new opportunities within our Keller Williams ecosystem. So guess what? Now is the time for you to earn the opportunity that you've always thought about. And some of you may have put it on your someday goal list. So here's a disclaimer. This is a participatory Zoom, as Dennis said. So be fully present. We're going to ask you to turn off all distractions and be open to learning and growing. So we're going to just jump right in. Now, we're going to deep dive into how your big why works with your leadership skills so that when you graduate lead, you'll have a clear roadmap of what your leadership position is. So right now, you all are realtors, you're leaders. Take out a piece of paper and pen, and we're going to do an exercise that's going to help you discover your purpose. And then afterwards, we're going to ask you some questions and some ahas that you're going to go and put in the chat box. And so we're going to begin by discovering your purpose. And many of you may be thinking, oh, I've already done this before. I know my why. And guess what? If you know your why, that's great. You are one step closer. And yet, oftentimes, people's why may change. Sometimes what you thought was your why may not actually be your why. So guess what? You get to do it again because you're not the same person you were yesterday. Just like the quote you may remember from Hercules, it says, no man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river and he's not the same man. So are you ready? Say yes. Come off mute. Say yes. Put some thumbs up. Use some emojis.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you and get ready. So we're going to discover our purpose. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some questions on the screen. And after each question, I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. So don't overthink this. So 10 seconds to answer each one. All right. So here we go. What drives you? What drives you? So just think about it, write down, don't stop writing. What drives you? And what is that thing that would get you up in the morning and it just keeps you going when you're tired, when you're worn down? What is that thing? Write it down. And what do you desire your life to be about more than anything else? So what we're going to do, I want you to just really just let that set in for a moment. This is a safe space. So I'm going to ask that you unmute yourselves. I want you to raise your hand, and I want you to share what you wrote down.
Okay. I'm going to share mine. Can I share mine?
Yes, Marty,
Oh,
thank you.
Sorry, I jumped in late. I was eating Christmas cookies left over. Okay. So I want to be able to help people to master who they are, to discover their talents, to grow and succeed, be great, have a great life. That's kind of like that Gary has really motivated me, found that in me.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Who else? Who want to share? This is a safe space. Joseph, is that you? Raise your hand. All right, come off mute.
I am looking for some place to develop the camaraderie that I had through my career in the military.
Oh, I like that. And thank you for your service. We really honor you. And then we have in the chat box, Trisha says she needs to pay bills as well as enjoy helping others achieve their goals, having meaning and purpose, and making the most out of each day. And Denise says, I want to build the wealth of the members of my team. And then Tessa says, I love achieving goals, helping others identify goals and get there. I want to be an example to my 4 kids that hard work pays off. Even when you're tired, do it anyway. And Dominique says, I want to make a mark on this world. I love that. So sit right now and just sit in that moment. Think about the answers that you wrote down. See, the one thing book tells us, absent an answer, pick a direction. So it doesn't matter if you don't know what your purpose is. Just pick a direction, because that purpose is a combination of where you're going and what's important to you. It determines who you are. And who you are and where you want to go determines what you do and what you'll accomplish. See, a life lived on purpose is the most powerful of all, and it's the happiest. George Bernard Shaw says life isn't about finding yourself. It's actually about creating yourself. So knowing where you're going and why you're taking that path, that helps lead you to the best possible outcomes and experiences that your life has to offer. Now, you may have a vision of what your big why is. How does your journey into leadership fit into this plan? So let's go to the chat box. How does your journey into leadership fit into this plan? Denise says, I would like to be. What else? You can come off mute if you would like to share. Marty says, I feel challenged to support the growth and self-discovery of my new hire for executive assistant. And Joseph said, I have all types of experience that I need to share, which keeps my skills sharp. I love that. So thank you guys for sharing that. Keep that chat box going. And Miss Amina is going to share some great stuff with you from Gary Keller. So Amina?
Yes. Let's start off with Gary Keller's definition and his Think Like a CEO podcast. He shared with us that leadership is teaching people how to think the way they need to think so they can do what they need to do when they need to do it so they can get what they want when they want it. Wow. So leadership is really just about teaching people how to think. And in our course, the LEAD program, we'll introduce you to the 7 levels of leaders. And so those 7 levels, we'll walk you through those right now. Level 1 is leaders manage their direct reports. This is where people follow you because of your title. Now, this is the bottom level. This is not where you want to stay. Level 2, leaders influence their team. People follow you because they know you care about them. Level 3, leaders connect people together. People follow you because they know you're going to put them in touch with others that will help them excel. Level 4, leaders achieve team results. People follow you because the team has succeeded. Level 5, leaders teach people how to be accountable. And as Gary Keller says, how to think. They follow you because you help them achieve their individual goals, not just in business, but personally too. Leaders model, that's level 6, leaders model the standards and behaviors that they represent. People follow you because of your personal integrity. You practice and live what you preach. Remember, as a leader, they're always watching. And last but not least, level 7, leaders provide the vision for the organization. People follow you because of the vision you've created for the organization and for what you've created for them. Now, in the full version of the course, we're going to explore how you're going to transition from and through these levels. And it's critical for your leadership success because to be the most effective leader, it's important to understand how to get the most of your people, out of your people in the organization at each level. So I want you to write this down. Leaders know the way, go the way, and show the way. I'll say that again. Leaders know the way, go the way, and show the way.
Wow,
now, Dennis will take you. Go ahead, Dennis.
I'm sorry, I was just so excited because I love that quote so much. Leaders know the way, go the way, and show the way. Wow. All right, so here's what we're going to do right now. We're just going to take a look at some of the leadership opportunities within Keller Williams. Now, you're going to see there are various positions, and we have them broken down by market center, region, MAPS, KW, wealth building. And realize this, I'm not going to read every single one of these. I know everybody in here can read, just going to highlight a couple. So when we're looking at the market center positions, think about, your team leader, your productivity coach, your market center tech trainer positions. Or for MAPS coaching, for example, you can be a transformational coach, a mastery coach, or we even now have life coaches or bold coaches. In KWU, we've got master faculty trainers and KW approved trainers. When you get down to those regional positions, you can have, regional director, area director, or regional tech trainer. And the great thing about leadership is it can even expand into like wealth leadership opportunities. You could be an expansion director, or you could even, have leadership within a title company, be part owner of that, or mortgage company, or property management company. And of course, with KWRI, you can always strive to be on the executive leadership team. Think about this. Mark King, the president of Keller Williams, started out as an agent, and then rose up to the ranks to be the president of Keller Williams. And most of the people on the staff, a lot of people on the staff started as agents. Because think about this, it's not one size fits all. And which position is speaking to you right now? Which position or positions would you be interested in? Why don't a couple people throw some answers in the chat? I saw someone in here talk about, they had like their whole career path set up. They were going to be a productivity coach, team leader, OP. I love that. So let's hear from a couple of people. What positions are speaking to you right now? Did we get shy all of a sudden? Jim, there you go. TL. I want to be Mo. Kelly, love it. I want to be Mo Anderson when I grow up. Transformational coach. Yep. A MAPS operations coach. Look at that. Now we're talking. Now we got some people rolling. All right. So as you see, an OP, TL, a productivity coach. Yep. Approved trainer. There you go. Vanessa, love it. Thank you. Sherry, well, that's one of the reasons why you could be here. I'm not sure yet. Just know you got that leadership thing within you and want to know it's available. So I love that. Thank you guys so much for participating. TL, Market Center Trainer, Regional Director. Tessa got the whole plan laid out. All right. So why don't we do this? I'd like Vasha and Amina to kind of share their stories so you can kind of see where they came from and kind of how they got here. Just once again, to realize that it's all possible. Anything is possible within this company. Yes, Marty, thank you. Matt, Bull Coach, Market Center Investor, love it. So Vasha, how about you go first? Tell us a little about your leadership journey.
Absolutely. So just like many of you, I started off just as an agent, an individual agent, and I set a goal for myself right off the bat. I was like, I know that I needed to do something great, be something great. So I set out to take over my market center, become the #1 agent. I started there because I knew that in order to get to these other positions, I had to get my production up. And then from there, I ended up getting a team. I grew a team. And then one day I was taking this program called Bold. And we were writing our future self letter. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? I want to be a bold coach. I want to be the first female bold coach. Not knowing we had female bold coaches already. I just never saw any. So a year later, fast forward, I became a bold coach. And then bold coaching opened up many other opportunities for me. I now have an expansion team in New Orleans, Louisiana. I had an expansion team in Dallas. And then I became a MAPS one-on-one coach, then became a group coach, have, entertained several TL positions. So it's just, the doors are just wide open, all from just setting a goal, telling someone about it, and sticking to the plan. So that's my journey in a nutshell, Dennis.
Hold on, Vasha. Before you stop, there's one thing you didn't add that Vasha is so shy. She is so humble. I'm going to blow it up, though. Vasha gets to travel around. They pay her as a KW approved trainer to travel around the country and teach courses at different market centers. So I just didn't want to let you leave that out.
That's right.
You get paid to travel around the country and teach courses. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, Amina.
I love it. I don't know how I follow that. Well, I started my journey just as Vasha did, as an agent here in the office. And very quickly, I found my love, because my background is in education. I found myself teaching and coaching and helping new agents as they're getting acclimated. And sure enough, I was asked to be on the ALC. I served on the education committee for the ALC. Then after that, I actually went on to become a MAPS coach, coaching one-on-one. And then I transitioned from being a MAPS coach to being a productivity coach, and from a productivity coach to becoming a team leader. And I'm also a KWU certified trainer. I'm also now a MAPS red shirt bold coach. And I am an investor in multiple market center. And I also have several businesses like a virtual assistant company, all within the real estate industry. And I am the team leader for the #2 office in all of Keller Williams International. And I'm super excited about my journey and all the lives that I've gotten to impact along the way.
I'm sorry, I got to do it again. We got the most humble people on here, okay? You know, Vasha don't want to talk about traveling around the country. You know what Amina does, in case you don't know? When you guys get into leadership positions, you're going to see these videos, and it talks about how to be successful in each level. And on a group of these videos, Amina is the person teaching all of Keller Williams, you get it? All of Keller Williams, how to be a better leader. So I'm just so honored to be in business with these two women. I mean, they just crushing it. And I'll tell my story much, much faster because, you know, I'm just, wow. I used to be a captain in the United States Army. I was a pilot. I flew C-12 airplanes, UH-1 helicopters, got out of the military, went into real estate investing. Woohoo! Before the crash, when the crash happened, then I got my real estate license, became one of the top 5 individual agents in our office. From there, was able to become the team leader, had over 900% growth in owner profit. Then I got to be a bold coach, had the opportunity to be a bold coach because it transformed my life and my business. And then I got to be a MAPS group coach, a MAPS one-on-one coach. And now I'm the area director of the North Central region. So as you see, this journey can start anywhere. It doesn't matter where you began. If you want leadership or leadership is inside of you, we at Keller Williams will find you. As long as you let your light shine, we will find you and discover you. So this is a great first step for being here. So
and
now that you've heard our paths, what?
And you forgot that you are a KWU trainer as well.
I'm a KW trainer as well. I love this group. So you guys get to just, this is how we practice. I'm just letting you know, this is the kind of stuff we talk. We just banter, have a good time. So thank you. All right. So now that you've heard our paths in the full program, you're going to get more detail on each and every position to help you determine your path. And friends, there is no better time to be on the leadership journey than right now. Now is your time. The door is wide open. There are no excuses. There's nothing holding you back. So I'd like you to write this down. Everybody got a pen? Okay, put down the Twinkie, put down the chips, get the pen out. Okay. If it's to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. Amina.
That is so right, Dennis. I love that. We had to say it one more time. If it's to be, it's up to me. So what does that mean? Your opportunity, the only thing standing in the way of you and your next opportunity is yourself. So now that we've set you on the path to the leadership journey, I want to jump into some of the terms of lingo. We want you leaving off this course feeling just a little bit more confident in yourself as a leader, specifically a KW leader. So Vasha is going to put up a slide, and it's going to have some terms on there. And I want you to look at those terms and see which one of those seem foreign to you. Like you have never heard of this before. Go in the chat box and put it in the chat box. What are some of those terms like, you just don't even know what it means? Transmittal, internal, external, R1s, R2s, LAP, guerrilla warfare. Which one of those seems foreign to you? Like you've never heard of them? LAP, CEO book, lore. I love that. So, all right, let's start with LAP. LAP actually stands for Lost Agent Productivity. That's a very important metric as a leader. It helps you to focus in on your retention. Okay, R1, someone said. R1 actually is a leadership term we use inside. See, you guys are getting a sneak behind the curtain here. This is the term we use to represent external agents that are not with Keller Williams, that have done between 0 and 7 units in production in the last 12 months. And then R2 would be agents that have done 8+ units in production, external agents, 8+ units in production in the last 12 months. And then guerrilla warfare. I know that sounds crazy in relation to real estate. It's how you size up your competition. You do a detailed analysis of your competition to figure out how to set up a strategy to win in your local market. So these are just some examples, and in the full version of the course, we're going to dive into each and every one of these and help you get a great understanding of the definitions so you can start talking the talk as you walk the walk. Okay, so now that you've become familiar with some of those terms, let's dive into a simple conversation starter. And Vasha, would you mind role playing with me?
Sure.
All right, so Vasha, you and I have just done a deal together, okay? Mm-hmm. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Vasha?
This is Vasha. How are you?
Good, Vishay. It's Amina. Everything is good at 123 Main Street. The clients are happy. How are you?
Everything is great, Amina. How have you been?
Good. Vishay, I just really wanted to call and thank you. I enjoyed working with you so much during this transaction. Your approach and the way you handled that home inspection and helped us negotiate a win-win for both parties was just masterful. And I just didn't want another day to go by without personally calling and thanking you for being such an amazing co-broke.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, you know what, Vishay, our office is always looking for highly professional agents such like you. And I think your business would really benefit and even your bottom line would grow. And it never hurts to see what your options are. May I ask my team leader to give you a call?
You know, Amina, I'm be completely honest. I'm not interested in leaving my brokerage. I'm happy. I got a lot of friends here. And, you know, I don't want to leave. I don't want to start over.
Well, Vishay, she's just going to call you and thank you. We're not trying to recruit you. That's the last thing that we want to do at this moment. But, you know, you just don't know what you don't know. And I know she'll be calling to say thank you regardless. So would you promise me that you'll take that call?
Yeah, I'll definitely take her call if she's definitely calling the thing. But just please let her know I'm not interested in changing brokerages.
Well, I'll tell her you're not interested. She's just going to thank you. Just so you know, though, she is a professional coach. And a professional coach knows talent when they see it. So I won't be surprised if she sees you as a first-round draft pick. So all honesty, she will call to thank you. But at the end of the day, we want you to make the best decision for you and your family. So would you promise me you'd at least keep an open mind?
I will definitely keep an open mind.
Sounds great. Thank you, Vishay.
Thank
Now,
you.
that is a simple conversation opener, one of many that you're going to learn during the call. But go to the chat box right now. For those of you who have attempted to tee up these conversations for your team leader in the past, what are some of the common objections that you get? What do people say to you when you try to have those conversations? Oh, yep. I see that, Marty. I am loyal to my broker. I love my broker. Those are, oh my goodness, I'm happy where I'm at. That is very, very common. And those are some of my favorites. And we're going to give you the right conversations to have. And we provided just a little bit of a teaser. In the full version of the course, you'll learn how to master overcoming those objections. And remember, it's not your job to do the recruiting. It's your team leader's job to do the recruiting. Your job is to focus on building the relationship. And I know you might be saying to yourself, I'm still a rising star. I don't have a leadership opportunity yet, so I'm not going to need these conversations. But I want you to understand is you can utilize these conversations even as an ALC member. Your team leaders would love you if you're the one setting up appointments for them. That's how I got tapped on the shoulder for a team leader opportunity, because I was one of those first people who had grown my downline in my market center. That shows that you have influence. So just to be clear, you're setting the appointment up. The team leader would do the heavy lifting. You're not the recruiter here, okay? Remember, this is the Pathway to Leadership Success series. And every one of us, Vishay, Dennis, and I have been in your shoes. And as we said earlier, leaders know the way, go the way, and show the way. So today you got a sneak peek into the conversation to set an appointment. You learned a few new terms and lingo. Now, in the real world, the next step would be what we call a needs analysis. And you're probably thinking, what is a needs analysis? So needs analysis is the first of the consulting conversations. This is like the initial intake appointment that a team leader would do to help discover what the agent's greatest need for help or biggest opportunity is. And once they've identified that, they will now line up Keller Williams' value proposition, our tools and our training to what that agent greatest need and prescribe the next best steps for that agent. So Vishay will go over some of the other items that's going to be covered in the course.
Absolutely. And, you know, I just have to really highlight Tessa. She said this happened to her in a recent transaction, and the other agent loved working with her and appreciated her offering Keller Mortgage as a solution for her buyers. The deal was saved and everyone was happy. And now she has a second meeting with her after the first of the year. See, that's what I'm talking about. And we're showing you these things because if you desire to be in leadership, regardless of what that position is, whether it's a MAPS coach, TL, broker, owner, you're going to have to know some of this stuff. So in the program, we're going to prepare you to help you get on your journey. And as I said, we've had over 300 people that went through LEAD. Many of them have came back for the other 2 sessions, both sessions that we did, because they enjoyed it so much. Leaders have taken it, and many people have started their new positions within our company. So LEAD stands for Leading by Equity, Action, and Diversity. So again, you're going to perform an effective needs analysis. This is what the team leader is going to do, because this is the first step in showing that you care. Then you're going to be able to effectively communicate our value proposition at Keller Williams, the independent, the interdependent, the dependent model. We've discovered that agents have different needs and wants from their brokerage. Now we're able to accommodate more of them. And then you get to understand and use the MREA's 5 consulting conversations, the 30-30-40 budget model, the people assessment, the tech audit, expansion networks, and disruptive growth conversations. These are specific conversations to increase your conversion with recruits and increase production for your agents. And then you're going to understand the inner workings of a market center, like the market center organizational chart, the 7 convos, the market center GPS, transmittal, so that you'll have a general idea of how things work behind the scenes. So in this 4-week program, you're going to learn a lot to help you conquer that position versus just starting and like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. How many of you started off as an agent and said, Lord, I got my license, now what next? So this is going to help you be better prepared. So we gave you a quick overview of the program. We displayed many of the various positions available, and there are more. And we showed the importance of your big why. And we took you through a short big why exercise. We did a powerful role play. And so in the program, we're going to help you grow through these. We're going to go through some role playing. You're going to be have other like top executives in our company that you'll have one-on-one mastermind time with them. You'll see agents that went from an agent to those positions that you'll get to mastermind and lead. We did a brief description of a needs analysis. So the focus of this program is about you and your leadership journey. Now, just think about this. How you may fulfill your leadership potential and impact those around you at an extremely high level. Picture yourself right now in that position. See, you're here because you already know that deep down inside of you, this course will set you on that path to success. Now, this is your singular resource to find and fill leadership positions available within our company. And upon completion, we'll spotlight your names to MAPS, regional directors, operating partners, team leaders throughout our ecosystem. And then you'll be a part of an exclusive Facebook group. So when positions are available, they come to us, we post them in there. And because you're a part of our lead ecosystem, you'll have opportunities to get those positions first. Now, another added benefit is that this creates space for you as a leader to discover untapped talent and a place for you to get trained. So as you go through your market center, you come across future leaders, and now they have a place to be plugged in and groomed for leadership success. Now, think about this. You might say, hey, this is further down the line. This is the place to start. It might be, I just want to be a better leader at home. I want to be a better rainmaker to my team. Or I just want to be a better leader for my buyers and sellers. Then you're in the right place. So think about the power you'll have on your organization, your people, and your profit. The more leaders that you help develop, the greater your retention, the greater your leverage, the greater your success. That is what you desire, right? So I'm going to ask for some ahas in a moment. And remember, this is recorded. You'll be getting a copy. And here are some few action items that you can do right now. So number 1, you're going to sign up for this course. And we're going to have Dennis or Amina put the sign up link in the chat box. Our next launch date is February 24th, and it's on Thursdays from 1 to 2 Central. It's only 1 hour for 4 weeks. If you're not on the ALC, you're going to sign up to join an ALC committee. And if you are on the ALC, you're going to go find some agents to participate on your committee. And again, you're going to sign up for this course. Now, I'm going to give you guys a teaser. At Family Reunion, we're going to be hosting a panel for LEAD, where you're going to have some young professionals that came in as agents. They're young and they've already conquered these leadership roles. So I encourage you, if you're going to family reunion or if you're watching it digital, join in on that panel. So let's go to the chat box, unmute yourself. Let's hear some ahas you have today.
For me, the aha is you don't know until you know. So you don't know if there's leadership there. You have a little inkling of it, but unless you dive in, I didn't even know some of those terms. It's like, but might discover that one of those terms is something that I'm really on fire about, but I don't know until I get in there and get familiar. So I'm open to that.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Martha.
Very grateful.
Okay. What else? Amanda says, my aha is that God puts you in the right place, even when you don't know where you're going. That's right. How many of you knew that we had hundreds of positions available within this company? How many of you was like, I want to know how to get there. I don't even know where to start. See, that's why we created this program, because we too were just like you, like, we don't hear about these positions or they come up in somebody else. And I'm like, I just want a chance. So we're giving you the chance. The door is wide open. You don't know what you don't know. So you're right. God puts you in the place. You are exactly in the place you should be at the moment you're there. That's a quote from my good friend, Beth Torrance. Now, once again, somebody asked, how much for the 4 weeks? It's only $195. $195. Where else can you spend $195, invest $195 and get all of this? So thank you guys so much for being here. And I want to send a special thank you to all of our MAPS clients. It's our honor. It's our privilege to be in business with you. And I'm going to share my screen. It's a QR code on here. If you're interested in registering, just scan this code. It'll take you right to the registration link. And we'll stay on a few minutes if you guys have any more questions. And we want you to have a happy holiday and a blessed new year. And make sure that this is on your growth plan for 2022.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, and thank you.
You're welcome.
And Happy New Year to all of you.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Holiday time, family time. Appreciate it very much.
Yes.
I'll see you there.
All right.
Question, Vasha.
Thank you.
Vasha,
Yes.
quick question. So are you all saying that when the positions become available, we are just better prepared by going through the course? It doesn't mean that we couldn't apply for a position, or does it mean we can't apply for a position until we've gone through the course?
Right. So you can apply for any position if you know about it. This better prepares you. And yet a lot of those leaders are coming directly to us to post those positions to find talent. And they're feeling comfortable that, hey, the people that we're sending to them have already kind of gotten a glimpse of what to expect. So they're not going in with blinders on.
Okay.
So we're fast tracking these positions to you as a benefit to becoming a part of our community.
Okay.
Vanessa, let me add something to that too. The other thing, and Vasha kind of said it, just want to kind of reiterate it. If you're in a market center, you might only be hearing about positions in your market center or market centers directly right around you. These positions are open all across the country. So there might be one that's in your region that's maybe the next town over, next city over, and you just haven't heard about it because it hasn't been publicized and spotlighted. And a lot of times we find out about those and we put those out. So you'll know about more things that are out there. However, yes, you don't need to take the course in order to apply for any position.
Okay. And some of the positions would require relocation, but there are some that we can continue on with our current market center and still serve in the other, various positions. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
That is absolutely correct.
Okay.
I have a question. This is Peter Thompson. Obviously, I got my time zones wrong. So, hi, everybody. I'm just joining in now.
Hi,
Peter.
Where can I find information about the course or the name of the course?
Yes, so I'll put the screen back up. It's going to be a QR code on here. If you scan this QR code with your phone, it'll take you directly to the direct link. So you can read all about leading by equity, action, and diversity, where we're going to help You get a sneak peek of behind the scenes of what leaders, the terms and lingo, the role plays, the available positions within our company, the different types of positions within our company, and help you grow your profit share. All sorts of great things that we're going to be covering inside of this course.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
and even if you're unavailable for a session, it is going to be recorded, so you'll always have access to the session that you missed. And just so you know, the very first session that we did last year, we had who was it? Matt King, Mark Green, Jason Abrams, and Carl Lieber on. Then they were actually masterminding with you guys. And then the last session, we had Gary Keller himself on, that actually came in and pretty much spent the day with you guys. So each session, we're going to have each launch, we're going to have someone within our ecosystem that's going to help talk to you guys and share with you their leadership journey, and to give you some tidbits on what you can do to also prepare yourself outside of this course.
That's all right. I'll be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I did the QR code thing. Now I'll figure out how to log in or apply. Is the applications ready? Available yet to sign up for the course?
Oh, yeah. And you can always go to mapscoaching.com, click on group coaching, and you'll see lead. And Dennis also put it in the chat box. So in the chat box, there's also the link to take you directly to it as well.
Yeah,
That's
that was
good.
Amina, by the way, though. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Hey, I saw a question from Rose about us offering one-on-one leadership coaching. MAPS Coaching offers leadership coaching for the various leadership positions. None of us personally offer it. So just wanted to clear that up. However, MAPS Coaching does for team leaders, OPs, MCAs, all that. Did that answer your question, Rose?
Awesome. Do we have any other questions? Ahas? All right. Well, you guys have a fantastic week and a fabulous new year. And we will see you at Family Reunion, and we will see you in Lead on February 24th.
We will see you.
All right. Have a great day.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Same
Happy
to
New
you.
Year.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.